Good evening, Belize. It's Monday and you're tuned into News 5. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. Here's what's making headlines tonight. Two major cable providers, Centaur Communications and Central Cable, pull out of BTL negotiations, citing political and reputational pressure. Cabinet Minister Kareem Musa shares his thoughts on the proposed BTL SpeedNet merger. In Belize City, tragedy strikes as a man is gunned down inside a security booth at Constitution Park. And near Mile 2 on the Philip Gosen Highway, a fatal collision claims the life of Police Constable Eddie Kus. Plus, a father's unwavering love. We'll introduce you to Jose Zelaya and his paraplegic son Marco, and the incredible bond they share in the face of adversity. These stories and more are coming up in 60 seconds. Stay with us. News 5 starts now.
Where the rate for tonight, back?
20 piece. 44 and turn that back way.
Right, 20.
Yeah, 5 shilling there. So that the rate. I know baby play 1, 2, and 3. I want to try call it quick now.
Bolito just got easy. Now you can play your lucky rake with DigiWallet. Register and cash in to get started. Download the Bolito app and set DigiWallet as your pay and payout method.
Bolito win.
Get
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome back. Belize Telemedia Limited is pushing ahead with an $80 million deal to acquire SpeedNet Communications, even as two other potential acquisitions fall apart under pressure. According to the Office of Lord Ashcroft, BTL will pay $10 million in cash and finance the remaining $70 million through loan notes over 4 years. SpeedNet's majority owner, the Waterloo Group Charitable Trust, insists transparency is key, stressing that Lord Ashcroft has no economic interest in the trust. BTL says the deal will boost cash flow, cut duplicate costs, and give them full control over inbound roaming rates, a change that could mean tens of millions for Belize. They argue the savings will fund new technologies and help them compete with global players like Starlink. Consumers? BTL promises no disruptions and maybe even lower prices, pending regulatory approval. But while this deal moves forward, two local companies, Centaur Communications and Central TV and Internet, have walked away. They say the decision wasn't about money, but about political, media, and reputational pressures that made the deals untenable, despite being commercially sound. So why does one major acquisition seem smooth while others collapse amid controversy? And what does this mean for competition, transparency, and the future of telecom in Belize? As BTL presses ahead, expect public scrutiny and regulatory oversight to intensify. Whether consolidation brings efficiency or limits choice is a debate that's just getting started. Centaur Communications has officially walked away from negotiations for BTL's proposed acquisition of the Centaur group of companies. Why? Political and reputational concerns. In a letter to BTL Chairman Markham Lizarraga, Centaur's Jaime Briceño admitted the deal had commercial and strategic benefits, but says the decision to pull out came after careful reflection. He stressed this wasn't about money, but about external pressures and the personal toll the talks were taking. And with nearly half of BTL government owned, we asked Immigration Minister Karim Musa how the administration is reacting to this latest twist.
It's something that has been intensely scrutinized, so to speak, not just by the media but also by civil society, and I was able to see some of the remarks made at the press conference last week. So in terms of the nuts and bolts, we have not been briefed on that, but it is expected that at tomorrow's cabinet this will be a matter for discussion.
Do you believe that the cabinet should have been briefed first, being that this is a publicly owned utility?
I've heard the remarks of the chairman of BTL saying that it's a private company, but as you rightly pointed out, it is a government-owned private company, and so I believe that we should be very upfront in terms of the information, not just the cabinet, but to the wider public in terms of disclosure, in terms of all of the nuts and bolts. This is a very significant merger, a significant acquisition. I believe a total of 170 million, and so there are a lot of questions that need to be answered, and so I think that publicly presenting that to get the buy-in from the public is vital.
Do you believe that there is a perceived conflict of interest though with the ownership of the companies and BTL?
I wouldn't say so, and I wouldn't want to speculate on that. I have seen the Prime Minister on numerous occasions actually say that he is not an owner of the company. His family owns the company, I believe, Centaur, and has shares in SpeedNet. And so the Prime Minister has actually recused himself in terms of discussing this matter. And so, but that is not to say that his family does have an interest in it. I believe his brother Jaime and his cousin have an interest in the companies.
Would you support such an acquisition?
I can't say at this point. Like other members of the board, I have questions. I am not at all familiar with the details of the acquisition aside from the global sum of what it's going to cost for the cable companies and for SpeedNet. And so there are a lot of questions, especially in the advent of technology and innovation and international competition, that I believe our forecasting has to consider.
There are big concerns tonight over the proposed BTL SpeedNet buyout. Three business owners representing independent media houses, Channel 7, Plus TV, and XTV, formerly Creme Television, are speaking out. They held a press conference in Belize City, warning that this deal could threaten free speech, freedom of expression, and the free press. One owner was blunt, saying his stance is about self-preservation after past negative experiences under similar circumstances. For these media leaders, it's about protecting their independence and the public's right to information.
In my opinion, it is a road that is fraught with dangers for free speech, for free expression, and the freedom of the press. And I believe it's also, to some extent, unlawful for a handful of board members of BTL to contemplate the telecom's future of the entire country by just, four or five government-appointed directors in a boardroom making a decision that will have such a profound and far-reaching effect on telecom services, but also on how we connect with each other and with the world.
The reason why you could choose the morning or choose the evening or choose any other time is because you got competition. And for that competition exists, there are certain things where each media house, whether part of the whole ecosystem, have to take on. And I don't know about the others, but I know that we behind this table right now, we got trauma from the kind of, where I say, concentrated control of something that is as important to us as the telecommunication grid. So yeah, this is self-interest, this is self-preservation, this is survival, but it is also about defending something for the public interest as well, because choice and competition are progressive, they are the way it should be. And so we sit actually together against what is being contemplated.
We know that Greater Belize Media also operates as an independent media house. In our effort to remain impartial and provide viewers with varying views on the topic, thoughts and opinions from multiple sectors of society have been aired on this news station. Plus TV's Louis Wade isn't mincing words. He says he has no issue with Smart's owners wanting to sell, but his concern is with who's buying. Wade points to BTL, citing past experiences and warning that the company hasn't proven itself as a strong steward of an open market. For him, it's about fair competition and transparency.
My first point that I want to give is that I have no problem that the sellers want to sell. People own their private business and they are free as they develop or want to change what they're interested in. They are free to do that. I have a problem with the buyer. The buyer has in the past been a monopoly, has demonstrated itself as being a poor steward of the open marketplace of ideas throughout its history, whether it was government owned or there was the golden share or it moved into private ownership and then moved back into where now it's a government owned private entity and the government is the people, so it's still, in my opinion, a public thing.
Greater Belize Media has delivered in-depth coverage of the BTL telecom negotiations, highlighting perspectives from the business community, independent senators, and trade unions. Coming up, Kyron Armstrong gunned down in targeted attack. More when we return.
This year, Belize felt more connected than ever. We stood with the moments that shape us, our culture, our youth, our stories. And we lifted young dreams even higher, powered by advancement and possibility. Everywhere, Belize is growing, and as the nation evolves, so does the way we connect. This year, Belize showed its light, and we were honored to drive innovation across the country. As we look ahead, our promise is simple: to unite communities, nurture dreams, and continue leading Belize's digital transformation. From our Digi family to yours, wishing you a bright and prosperous 2026.
Happy New Year!
Crossed borders in Central America, searching for the stories behind the places we think we know. I'm Sabrina Daly, traveling as a Belizean, curious about the culture, the people, and the experiences that make each destination stand out. From the spirited landscapes of Honduras to the evolving heartbeat of El Salvador.
Go pupusas!
This journey explores what it really feels like to travel our region. This is Across Borders.
In the heart of the Cayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easier for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Police are trying to identify the man behind a deadly shooting in Belize City on Saturday afternoon. 28-year-old Kyron Armstrong was inside a security booth at Constitution Park on Cemetery Road when a gunman struck. The shooter hid his identity with a motorcycle helmet and escaped. Investigators say Armstrong may have been targeted. Assistant Superintendent Stacy Smith revealed that police had spoken to him back in December after a previous shooting attempt. Tonight, authorities are working to track down the killer.
On Saturday, 10th January 2025 at approximately 1 o'clock p.m., Precinct 1 police responded to reports of shots fired in the vicinity of Constitution Park, which is located on Cemetery Road, Belize City. Upon the arrival of the officers, they observed a male person in a booth on that compound, and the male person exhibited several apparent gunshot wounds to the body. He was transported to the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital for medical attention. However, he later succumbed to the injuries that he sustained. The male person was identified as Kyron Dwayne Armstrong, a 28-year-old Belizean of Farbers Road Extension. What the investigation has so far suggested is that Mr. Armstrong was inside the booth and a male person who wore a helmet entered that booth and fired several shots, which resulted in his demise. The male person then made his escape on board a motorcycle. Police have retrieved a number of video footages which shows the activity of those suspected persons prior to and after the incident and they are being carefully reviewed.
A 25-year-old Kamalote resident, Wilhelm Koyi, is now behind bars at the Belize Central Prison, charged with the murder of delivery truck driver Mark Anthony Gabriel. The brazen daylight attack has shaken Belmopan, sparking talk of offering reward money for tips that could lead to an arrest. Tonight, police confirm a second suspect is in custody, and the investigation is still underway.
On Friday, 9th January 2026, police formally arrested and charged 25-year-old William Koyi, a Belizean laborer of Kamalote Village, Kayo District, for the crime of murder. A second person is in police's custody in relation to this incident, and the public will be advised as to the status of the investigation in relation to that person in due course. The investigations and the retrieval of items of exhibits are what supported police's action in relation to the arrest.
Two young men are facing serious charges tonight after police say they found a loaded firearm hidden under a gas tank during an anti-crime operation in the Rio Bravo area. The discovery was made on Friday, January 9th, and investigators say the weapon, a 9mm Taurus pistol, was loaded with 6 live rounds. 19-year-old Kaleem Williams and 18-year-old Tayshawn Duran are now facing charges for keeping a firearm and ammunition without a gun license. Here's more from ASP Stacy Smith.
The arresting officer reported that he was on anti-crime operation in the Rio Bravo area, where his attention was drawn to 2 male persons who were on the veranda of a residence. Upon approaching these male persons, he observed certain conduct, and a search was conducted in that area, which showed a 9mm pistol, which was partially covered by a gas tank that was on that veranda. The firearm was retrieved after having been processed by scenes of crime technicians, and it was learned to be a 9mm Taurus pistol, and therein were 6 live rounds of 9mm ammunition.
2 Guatemalan nationals are behind bars tonight after a high-speed chase in the Cayo district led to a major discovery. Police say the men were found with prohibited ammunition during a joint operation that started when customs officers pursued a black Hilux pickup. The men claim they're legitimate businessmen and licensed to carry in Guatemala. But here's the catch. .40 caliber weapons are banned in Belize. By law, they should have left the weapon at the nearest police station upon entry. ASP Stacey Smith explains what happened next.
Police have formally arrested and charged 50-year-old Nestor Galdames and 30-year-old Eduardo Galdames, both of whom are Guatemalan nationals, for the offense of kept prohibited ammunition. These arrests follow a search that was conducted by MIU personnel on Friday, 9 January 2026 at approximately 3:45 p.m. on Hydra Road in the Cayo district. The MIU personnel reported that they were on mobile patrol in the area when their attention was drawn to a pursuit that was being conducted by custom personnel who were following a black in color Hilux pickup truck. When the vehicle was intercepted and the search was conducted, found therein were the 14 live rounds of .40 millimeter ammunition.
After the break, police mourn constable killed in highway crash. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
Updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
All right, you're all set. I'll swap out the water inlet valve and everything is running normally.
Amazing. So what will be the cost?
Oh, for you? There's no cost.
No cost? I'm flattered, but I'm actually married.
Oh no, nothing like that. It's actually part of our 1-year warranty policy.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
Really?
No.
Belize's only full-service GE USA dealer. Full service, full warranty, full selection. GE Appliances. Good things for life. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
Borders in Central America, searching for the stories behind the places we think we know. I'm Sabrina Daly, traveling as a Belizean, curious about the culture, the people, and the experiences that make each destination stand out. From the spirited landscapes of Honduras to the evolving heartbeat of El Salvador.
Go pupusas!
This journey explores what it really feels like to travel our region. This is Across Borders.
In the heart of the Cayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easy for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Introducing BB Insurance, built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The Belize Police Department is mourning tonight. They're investigating a tragic traffic accident that claimed the life of Constable Eduardo Cus late Sunday night. The fatal crash happened just after 8 p.m. near Mile 2 on the Philip Gosen Highway. Constable Cus was thrown from his motorcycle, becoming separated from his helmet and suffering severe head and body injuries. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, but tragically, there was nothing they could do. Constable Cus was pronounced dead at the scene. ASP Stacey Smith says the department is grieving.
What the investigation has so far suggested is that Cus was traveling on his motorcycle to Belize City when he lost control and collided into a metal lamppost that is located on the median in the highway. PC Cus has been a serving member of the Belize Police Department for just over 4 years, and the loss of Mr. Cus is certainly mourned by the ministry as well as the department. Though he has only amassed 4 years of service, by all indications, he was a very dedicated and committed police officer.
A frightening crash on the George Price Highway has left a young woman injured and raised serious questions about road safety on one of the country's busiest corridors. On Friday night, a routine drive turned into a near-fatal encounter when a vehicle collided with an industrial plow attached to a freight truck at the Beaver Dam Bridge. Police say the impact left the driver trapped inside her SUV, prompting an urgent rescue and a criminal investigation. Here's Staff Officer Stacey Smith with what authorities know so far.
The responding officers observed a silver in color four-door Nissan Rogue SUV on the right side of the bridge, which was damaged, and they also observed a industrial-sized plow disc lodged in the roof of that vehicle. Observed trapped in the vehicle was 34-year-old Monique Williams, who showed injury to the head and the body. Williams was extracted from the vehicle and transported for medical attention and is now listed in a stable condition. What we have learned so far in the course of this investigation is that around 8:15 p.m., Raymond Martinez was driving a Freightliner truck which had a plow that was extended the entire length of the bridge, and Miss Williams was traveling in the opposite direction. Miss Williams became lodged under the plow, and the injuries and damage to the vehicle as reported is what occurred. Police have since issued a notice of intended prosecution to Raymond Martinez in connection to this incident.
Police Commissioner Dr. Richard Rosado says Belize saw little change in the murder count last year compared to 2024. 91 murders were recorded in 2025, just one less than the previous year, with October alone accounting for 11 of those cases. Today, Rosado outlined what police are doing to tackle the recent surge in violence that has Belizeans concerned.
We are one less than 2024. I believe it is at 91 compared to 92 in 2024. So it's a reduction of approximately 1.1%.
So in the month of October, there were only 11 murders that were recorded. We could recall at least 15. Do you know if the arson of Angelita Magana and her kids, was that counted as murder?
I am confident that they were. I'm confident.
So in terms of the numbers, would there be a reason why they don't align essentially? Because we do get the police reports as well. So when we count them, we have at least 15, but there are only 11 that were recorded.
Our statistics is showing that there's 11 murder for the month that you are stating. And our statistics is based on what the investigators have uncovered and whether it is fall within the definition of murder.
So we know that the year ended with an explosion of violence, including starting with violence. And so what can you say to the public, especially in the South? We know they had a mass shooting.
I understand the fear. I understand what the plight the public is going through. And we are doing all that is possible, including our lawful tools, proven policing strategies, and strategic partnership to address any violence that occur. I also would like to highlight that we are leveraging technology to assist us in crime prevention, in improving our investigative capacity, and also in ensuring that we create safer community.
A surge in violent crime has put Belmopan on edge, prompting swift action from authorities. Minister of Home Affairs Oscar Mira says recent robberies and a murder in the capital are very alarming and vows that police will use every resource to crack down on offenders. Mira warns that families shielding criminals will not deter law enforcement, as Special Branch and CIB have been instructed to pursue justice aggressively.
It's very alarming, as I sat with the Commissioner of Police and other senior officers of the police department, I made it known that, Belmopan and all like that, we need to make sure that we put every resources that we have to ensure that we solve those robberies and that we solve the murder. I think the police department has gone in over time to ensure that we investigate. Not only investigate, but that we have sufficient evidence to arrest and to charge. We cannot allow, and I will not allow, anybody else to come to Belmopan and believe that they're going to get away in doing robberies or any other murder here in this capital city. And I want to warn them, and their families, because most of the time that the families are the ones who protect these people, most of the time the families are the ones who benefit, and then they protect and go up on social media, go up on the media and holler about, oh, my son not do this and my son never do that, and that the wali thief. I heard one saying the wali thief and probably do a robbery here and there, but the man don't know a murderer. I know why they treat them kind of weird. Well, let me say something. the police department will come very hard. And I have instructed Special Branch and I've instructed CIB to do everything that they can.
When we return, Belize and U.S. modernizes borders with biometric data tech.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures. Customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights, distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
This year reminded us that our work is so much more than communication. It's connection. Every time we supported a school, a youth program, or a community event, we felt the heartbeat of Belize. We met students who just needed someone to believe in them, and families grateful for a supportive hand. We saw communities welcome SMART not just as a brand, but a trusted friend. For us, impact is created through service, presence, and purpose. As we move into a new year, we remain committed to empowering our communities and sharing stories that reflect how SMART strengthens the connections that matter most.
That commitment to people drives how we build our products. We focus on delivering real value and flexibility. We upgraded our postpaid plans to include social media data, keeping you connected to your favorite platforms without the extra cost. For the prepay family, we enhanced prepay plans to ensure you get more data and benefits from every single recharge. Flex bundles now better match real-time budgets, improving affordability. We introduced affordable Mexico data bundles to keep you connected while traveling. We are listening, adapting, and ensuring you get high-value connectivity you deserve.
Great plans need a great network.
Smart strengthened its promise of bringing people together by investing heavily in expansion. We added new towers in key areas, bringing a stronger signal and improved service to more communities. Customers along the coastal road in Blancano, Mountain Pine Ridge, and Cristo Rey now enjoy more consistent coverage, making Smart a reliable companion for every journey. Smart launched its fiber network in Sartineja, bringing reliable high-speed connectivity for today's digital needs.
At Smart, we strive to reflect the energy of Belize in everything we do. From celebrating 20 years of excellent service to exciting collaborations, we've shared unforgettable times. We've delighted you with our biggest giveaways and deals ever. Ads you could laugh and connect to, and launched a revamped website to make your digital experience faster and more engaging.
As we look forward to the new year, we remain committed to what matters to you most. The communities we serve, the connections we build, and the precious moments we all share. All these remind us of our true identity and steadfast purpose, bringing people together.
Security at Belize's international gateways is getting a high-tech upgrade as the government officially rolls out a new biometric screening system in partnership with the United States. Travelers entering the country will now undergo facial recognition and fingerprint scanning under the newly launched biometric data sharing program. Designed to tighten border security and streamline migration management, the technology is being deployed at all major airports and strategic land border crossings. News 5's Brittany Gordon has more details on the event.
Belize is stepping up its border security with cutting-edge technology. A brand new biometric data sharing program, launched in partnership with the United States, is now in effect. So, if you're traveling through Belize's airports, expect fingerprints and facial recognition scanners at checkpoints. The goal is to stop fraudulent documents and flag anyone who could pose a threat to public safety before they even enter the country. Immigration Minister Karim Musa says this upgrade is a big boost to Belize's security protocols.
What this means for migration and what this means for border security and national security is groundbreaking, because many might not know, but whenever a traveler enters the country, there are screening processes that take place. Of course, there is the initial screening process, followed by what could be described as a very lengthy secondary process in the event an individual is providing misleading information as it relates to their travel documents or their travel purpose. And so this will certainly expedite that process because now we're going to be tapping into international database regarding a particular individual, like I said, who is or may be subjected to secondary screenings.
Belizean officials are also being trained to utilize the technology, which is expected to be rolled out across Belize's borders within the next 2 months.
Today's event marks the formal handover of approximately $250,000 US in biometric data security partnership, funded by the U.S. State Department's Bureau of INL. And this milestone continues the enduring partnership between the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and Belize's Ministry of Immigration, as well as other key agencies. Through the BDSP, we are not only sharing critical biometric data to bolster the safety of Belize and the United States, but most importantly, we are exchanging expertise, building capacity, and promoting best practices in border security. So that the software that you see and the hardware over here is just one piece of the story. This is the beginning of a long partnership between Belize and the United States.
Home Affairs Minister Oscar Mira also expressed strong support for introducing these tools, saying they will give law enforcement greater power to track potential threats and respond more efficiently.
Our involvement through the Belize Police Department will be through the mobile interdiction unit. And that unit will be a specialized unit that is going to be not at the entry points, but moving around the country. So the mobile interdiction unit is going to be vetted. We are going to ensure that the officers that are assigned to that unit are vetted officers and that they pass all scrutiny.
Musa also addressed privacy concerns, assuring Belizeans that the technology works to keep the nation safe, rather than compromising their personal data.
I think it is oftentimes something that Belizeans are worried about. But in fact, if you are a Belizean national, you actually have nothing to worry about coming into Belize because we have all your information already. This is for international travelers who are providing an international passport that may be fraudulent, or a travel document that may be fraudulent, or criminal enterprises entering our country for nefarious activities. And so this is more catered towards them. Like I said, this is something that is a secondary screening, and so not everyone is going to be subjected to this. It is only if you're providing misleading information or if an immigration officer is suspicious.
Belize now joins regional partners like Mexico and Panama in adopting biometric data sharing program technology. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
After months away from the media spotlight, Commissioner of Police Dr. Richard Rosado is speaking out, defending the integrity of the investigation into the August 22nd kidnapping of Joseph Budna. Questions have been swirling about how the case was handled. And back in November, the Director of Public Prosecutions even called the police file inadequate. While Rosado isn't commenting directly on the details, he's pushing back against the criticism, saying he has full confidence in the investigative process and in the professionalism of his team. Here's what he had to say.
I maintain that someone is entitled to their perspective of something, and I will not comment on somebody's perspective of something, but I will maintain that I have full confidence in the integrity of the investigative process and in the professional capacity of the investigators.
Did the former Minister of Agriculture order the kidnapping of Budna?
I will not comment on any ongoing investigation or prejudge any ongoing investigation.
The DPP also said that clearly a crime was committed on August 22nd that has landed a Belizean citizen, namely Bunda, in jail. And so do you believe that night that a crime was committed?
I will not comment on any ongoing investigation or prejudge any ongoing investigation.
I'll switch it up a little bit then, sir. I'll ask about Barry Flores. He is still on full pay instead of interdiction during this investigation. Could you explain why?
The policy of the department that an individual is suspended while an investigation is ongoing. It is also the policy of the department, if a police officer is arrested and charged, then they automatically go into interdiction. So there's a policy in place and we are abiding by the policies of the department.
And Corporal Choco, he has been recorded saying that he was induced to give a false statement to comply with investigators. What's your response to that?
Like I said, I will not comment on any ongoing investigation or prejudge any ongoing investigation.
In late 2025, former National and Border Defense Minister Oscar Mira assumed the role of Minister of Home Affairs, succeeding Karim Musa. Mira took on the ministry at a time of heavy public scrutiny, as Belize recorded a surge of violent crimes across the nation. Today, Commissioner of Police Dr. Richard Rosado voiced his support for Mira, sharing his excitement to work with him, claiming that the two share an aligned vision for strengthening public security.
Honestly, I welcome it because our vision, we have similar vision and our ideology align. So I welcome their coming into our department. I believe they will create that. They will challenge our assumption, and it will allow us to create more innovative policing strategies. So I am happy that they are on board with us.
So would you say now that you would be able to execute more, being that you guys are aligned vision, you know?
I personally believe that with them coming on board, you will see more innovative, more technology in our crime fighting effort.
Sugar industry stakeholders say the factory is set to open 1 week from today. And farmers? They're ready in the fields and cautiously optimistic about better yields this year. But here's the twist. The government is weighing in on just how close the industry came to collapse. Minister of State for Economic Transformation Dr. Osman Martinez says A one-year extension of the commercial agreement between the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association and Belize Sugar Industries is a game changer. He calls it a lifeline that will restore confidence for thousands of families who depend on sugar for their livelihood. And he's praising the negotiating process, calling it unprecedented for how smoothly it unfolded.
The industry was on crisis just a few months ago. I mean, when you really think about the sugar industry, maybe 5-6 months ago, everyone would have thought that the industry was going to collapse and disappear. And at the same time, a lot of uncertainties were created on family members, especially those family members that depend on the success of the sugar industry. I know it had a chief in dynamic, but also on the vision, that is a collective vision. And I want to put on record that BSCFA, I'm really impressed, I'm proud of them on their act of good faith, on negotiating in good faith, by putting forward a main outcome, and that outcome was to look out for their memberships, the cane farmers, the most vulnerable producers, the smallest farmers that you can think of. They thought of every single one of them, and based on that, they acted in good faith. The negotiations were smooth. I think it's an unprecedented case that has been established, because negotiations usually would have come with some sort of political unrest, disruptions. Nonetheless, in this case, it was a smooth one.
Up next, after tragedy, one father builds a legacy of care.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México, ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal. Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno. Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
This year reminded us that our work is so much more than communication. It's connection. Every time we supported a school, a youth program, or a community event, we felt the heartbeat of Belize. We met students who just needed someone to believe in them, and families grateful for a supportive hand. We saw communities welcome SMART not just as a brand, but a trusted friend. For us, impact is created through service, presence, and purpose. As we move into a new year, we remain committed to empowering our communities and sharing stories that reflect how SMART strengthens the connections that matter most.
That commitment to people drives how we build our products. We focused on delivering real value and flexibility. We upgraded our postpaid plans to include social media data, keeping you connected to your favorite platforms without the extra cost. For the Prepay family, we enhanced Prepay plans to ensure you get more data and benefits from every single recharge. Flex bundles now better match real-time budgets, improving affordability. We introduced affordable Mexico data bundles to keep you connected while traveling. We are listening, adapting, and ensuring you get high-value connectivity you deserve.
Great plans need a great network. Smart strengthened its promise of bringing people together by investing heavily in expansion. We added new towers in key areas, bringing a stronger signal and improved service to more communities. Customers along the coastal road in Blancano, Mountain Pine Ridge, and Cristo Rey now enjoy more consistent coverage, making Smart a reliable companion for every journey. Smart launched its fiber network in Sartineja, bringing reliable high-speed connectivity for today's digital needs.
At Smart, we strive to reflect the energy of Belize in everything we do. From celebrating 20 years of excellent service to exciting collaborations, we've shared unforgettable times. We've delighted you with our biggest giveaways and deals ever. Ads you could laugh and connect to, and launched a revamped website to make your digital experience faster and more engaging.
As we look forward to the new year, we remain committed to what matters to you most. The communities we serve, the connections we build, and the precious moments we all share. All these remind us of our true identity and steadfast purpose, bringing people together.
Start your day the right way with your morning boost. Get moving with energizing workouts, refreshing yoga sessions, and easy tips to keep your mind and body in balance. From fitness to personal growth and positivity, we're here to kickstart your mornings with motivation that lasts all day. Wake up to wellness. Your morning boost every weekday at 6 a.m. only on Greater Belize Media.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Imagine facing the kind of heartbreak that could break anyone's spirit and then turning it into hope. That's exactly what one Belizean father has done. Jose Zelaya, now known as the bed sore specialist, found his life's purpose in the aftermath of tragedy. 6 years ago, his son Marco was left paralyzed after a near-fatal shooting. What started as a desperate fight to keep his son alive has grown into something bigger, a mission of care, resilience, and inspiration. Tonight, News 5's Paul Lopez brings us the story of how one man turned pain into purpose.
When you hear the name Jose Zelaya, chances are you think of the bed sore specialist. He's the man people turn to when hope seems lost, restoring comfort and dignity to patients who've been through the worst. But what many don't know is that this gift of his was born out of heartbreak. 6 years ago, Jose's son Marco was targeted in a Belize City shooting that left him paralyzed from the waist down. Out of that tragedy came a father's determination and a mission that's changing lives.
When I turned so, I see about the stretch out of the vehicle. I check with the firearm thing. And man stretch out there, I see the man. Right away, like, I try to jump over my handle, you know. And by the time I try to go over my handle, and the first shot fire, but by the time I reach over the handle, the shot done fire. And shot me in my head. By the time I try to get up there, I think. And I just drive upside of me, right? Empty out the gun for me. Shot up me in my back 2 times. Shot up me on my shoulder.
Earlier today, we found Zelaya in the kitchen preparing a baked fish dish specially tailored to meet his son's dietary needs. Marco was hospitalized for 3 weeks in December and given a low chance of survival. Thanks to his father's unwavering support, never leaving his side at the hospital, Marco pulled through 3 surgeries and is now back home.
I accept it right away there and then, and right away I give up everything. I give up my job to start with. I give up my job. I give up my relationship. I give up drinking. I give up partying. I give up everything when my son end up like this. Everything I give up. Up to now, I still there to see him. Just that God bless me with one gift where I could go out, do the work, and come in back home, tend to him.
While hospitalized years ago after being shot, Marco began developing bed sores from spending long periods lying and sitting. Doctors tried to manage the issue by cutting away the infected tissue, but that approach led to severe blood loss and other complications. So in 2022, when doctors gave Jose Zelaya the green light to take his son home, he began treating the wounds. He's been doing it successfully and eventually turned those hard-earned skills from caring for Marco into a full-fledged career.
Me at the backbone of this journey right now, I could tell you, apart from God will give me the health, the strength, everything, my power, me at the backbone.
This bed sore thing now, I feel my way till I land where all I need and it work. You know, it work. So the only way he can get better and survive after so much shot and so much surgery, the support, 100% support.
Jose Zelaya is no stranger to hardship or loss. Nearly a decade ago, he stepped into the role of single father, a responsibility he embraces with pride. In 2018, 1 year before Marco was shot, he lost a son to gun violence. Despite the hardship and modest living conditions, what truly makes life meaningful for Marco and Jose Zelaya is the simple fact that they have each other.
And I say we know got life because we live.
Happy to.
You check,
we
everything and anything where we need and want in our life, the Father make sure we get it, you know.
He bless me.
Yeah, so even if that you donations that people help we, especially through Ladyville Highlights, because that was him when I work with the check. And through then we get a lot of help, I think a lot of people give me a lot of like contribution, I mean, for say, you know.
And the thing is, a lot of people live in a big house and got all the resources they need at their disposal, but they not got this.
And this is why we give thanks to God every day. Because we have to still here with all the challenges. See we right now? We good, you know what I do right now? I cook right now for my son. I bake fish with vegetables, ground food, everything for him. Even though we gone through that, I still happy because I still have him. We still could smile, pray together, we still could hug one, and we could still chill. Yes, I still have, this not do nothing to me, this just build me stronger.
Through every challenge and sacrifice, Jose and Marco have drawn strength from each other. In a world where comfort is often measured by resources, their story is a powerful reminder that true wealth is found in love, connection, and gratitude. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
On Friday, you heard from Troy Gabb Jr., chairman of the Weekend Warriors Cycling Club, and race winner Henry Morera. They promised an electrifying showdown on the Philip Goshen Highway for the club's 14th annual New Year's race. And let's be honest, these big promises don't always deliver. But this time, cycling fans who packed the entrance of San Cas Plaza got exactly what they came for. A heart-pounding 7-rider sprint over the final 500 meters to the finish line. Shane Williams was there and brings us the reaction.
74 riders split into 3 age categories lined up in front of the Orange Walk Town Hall for the kickoff of one of the most anticipated events on the Weekend Warriors Cycling Club calendar, their first big race of the year. To win this event, it requires riding an average speed of around 26 miles per hour for a little over 53 miles. And though a good portion of this race had to go through a chilly headwind, the temperature was in the high 80s and the day was cloudy, perfect racing weather. The first attack by Adrian Williams was countered by Sherwin Thomas of Running Rebels to take the first station prize in Carmelita Village.
a small break. Folks already ruction and destruction. Already the conductor is putting out who haven't paid. There is Sherwin Thomas, aka Pest, as he closes the gap to straight past John Williams. The Pest straight past John Williams. The lead rider at this moment is Sherwin Pest Thomas.
But just like Henry Moreira predicted, the usual names made their way to the front by mile 45, and for him to have a chance to win, he would have to punish the sprinters early with a bone-shaking pace.
Now the war have started. Look at it, Henry Moreira up front, along with Elwin Humes, D. Wade, Brandon Catus, Tariq Flowers.
Most of the time, like one set of individual, most of the time usually be in the front of the race anyway. So, I mean, it's not like, I could pace. My really weakness is that sprinting, right? So most of the time I have to make sure I get out there first and try to take charge.
Moreira, along with riders like Bob Gabriel, tried to pull off the same strategy. At one point, the race hit speeds of up to 32 miles per hour just outside Crooked Tree. Their goal was to break the premier sprinters like Gregory Lovell and Brandon Catus, who they did not want to bring near the finish line. But the seasoned riders saw it coming and knew exactly how to respond.
But I was watching the players in the race, like, Bob, you have Brandon, along with other new guys that is riding too, I just try to stay up front because I don't have a team to help me, so I just try to be consistent and try stay with the guys that I know can win.
I know Greg that the fastest man beside me, but I know that Henry or Bob want to drop one long attack from far, so I had to wait for that move there so that I could try counter for that.
I get over Halover Bridge first, and I gone, and I think Charlie will follow me, but like I said, everybody where they follow me, like they expect I fi Kearney, you dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody don't know I'm one of the strongest, so that's also everybody expect I have to do 90% of the work and I have to do 10%. But I mean, if you want to go with me, you have to be fair too, you have to pull your own weight too.
All that strategy and gamesmanship came down to this exciting finish near Sancas Plaza. Brandon Catus tells us how it all unfolded in his own words.
I counter for the move, but Greg come and pull up side of me and he, they jostle for the finish, and the man had more power than me right now, and I tell no lie. Respect to Greg, congrats to the man for the win, and he beat me today fair and square. He knocked me off. I get second, and I think Henor or Bob get third.
Kaya Catus dominated the female category and even outpaced several of her male competitors. Both Kaya and Greg are no strangers to big wins in elite races, but the Weekend Warrior Series offers something they've been craving for a while. For Greg, it's all about friendship and camaraderie. For Kaya, it's the fierce competition that keeps her sharp and ready for the racing classics.
Feel a little different, you feel a little better because in this category, Weekend Warriors, guys have more fun. They have attractive station prizes, thanks to Shell for sponsoring the race. And it was a very a good experience to ride with the guys at my level.
For me, it's definitely one group of guys where I could race with and be competitive with, and it's definitely preparation and training for me for my female races. These guys trained us as hard as the elite for the most part, but the caliber of racing in terms of the speed does a little bit low on us, so it definitely works for female, for get way up to par to what we're supposed to be or what would I want to be for international competition.
Lovell received $500 for winning the New Year's race. The event was sponsored by Shell, and cash prizes were awarded to the top 10 finishers in Group A, top 7 in Group B, and top 7 in Group C. Kaya Catus received $100 for winning the women category, and also she took home several station prizes. Shane Williams reporting for News 5.
Frustration is boiling over among football organizers in Belize City. Persistent problems at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex are throwing local tournaments into chaos. Ian Guinair, an executive with the Belize District Football Association, says weekly postponements have become the norm. Fields are waterlogged even after light rain. Despite some support from local officials, Guinair is calling on authorities to speed up repairs on at least one facility. He says reliable spaces are critical to keep the sport alive and thriving in the community.
I am an executive member for Belize Football, so I am in charge of organizing football, promoting football, you know, in Belize district. So it's my obligation to see that football is being played at all levels. So, and right now I'm in charge of the first division tournament, and every week I have to be postponing. So every week I go to the guys and the teams and say, look, no game, the field is not good. Water is on the field, you know, every week. So it really frustrates me to can't play football and see football playing in my area. There's a lot of water accumulating if we get a little bit of rain. Like I stated, 20 minutes of rain and we can't play football for the whole day again. So I'm not knocking anyone in charge, but I know that we could do something about it. And I'm asking, please, whatever it is, I know that, you know, they are trying to help us, but please speed up the process. That's all I'm asking. Speed up the process. I know every tournament, every football I try to have, I go and ask the ministers, the mayor, and they always contribute and always donate to whatever event I'm having. So I know if I stand here and say that they are doing a bad job, I might be lying. But all we're asking, right, for all footballers around Belize City, help us fix our facility, just one.
Before we leave you, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story, BTL bets big on SpeedNet while cable deals crumble. Hermine Teul commented, "Let our voices be heard and not bow down to any yes sir deal. Belizean people have remained silent for too long." On the topic, Belize records 91 murders in 2025. Police address violent surge. Margaret R. Johnson shared, "We have gotten to a point of celebrating one less murder in a year? Like really?" And finally, on police, Commissioner defends Budna kidnapping investigation. Simpson Joshua shared, "Enough evidence about and uno still choose to do nothing." Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming, and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at Greater Belize Media, greaterbelize.com, on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, good night.